going on, YouTube world? This is your boy King of Spades, and welcome to Spades World. Today is a good Friday. Today's a good Friday. Today's a good day. I'm having a great day today. I hope all y'all doing as well. And today we're going to talk about today's kids will never know part 2. This one's a little special one. This is a good special childhood of mine. We're going to talk about the era, the mecca of all cartoon shows, in my opinion. The mecca of all cartoon shows, the greatest cartoon show of all. No offense to Nickelodeon and everything, but today we're talking about the era of Cartoon Network. Man, Cartoon Network was something else growing up as a kid. I can just name shows off the bat: Ed, and Eddie, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Fox Home for Imaginary Friends, Chowder, The Misadventures of Flapjack, Dexter Laboratory, Johnny Bravo, Teen Titans, Samurai Jack, Codename Kids. There's so many great shows on there that if it wasn't for these shows, we wouldn't have what it is today. But unfortunately, I think Cartoon Network is done for. I think I saw, a year or two ago that it was that the show was coming to its end. It was cutting off Cartoon Network for life, forever. That kind of hurt my heart there. But shoot, things gotta go. You gotta let some things go in life, and that's one of them. However, but today we're going to talk about the era and the mecca of Cartoon Network. How glorified this darn this cartoon channel was. Cartoon Network was on top of the mountain. Literally, Nickelodeon falls at number 2 in my opinion. I'm sorry, Nickelodeon does falls at number 2. I know Nickelodeon has SpongeBob, Beta Zim, Hey Arnold, Phineas and Ferb, Fairly Odd Parents. I know, yes, it had all that. But if we're talking about competing wise, Cartoon Network is the top tier. Literally, I can name some show. I can talk about this a whole hour if I wanted to. That's how great it was for me growing up as a kid, watching Cartoon Network, period. I would just, especially when I was in middle school, I would hurry up on the bus, get home, and the first show, the first TV channel I get on is Cartoon Network. I would talk about the show that comes on after Cartoon Network is out. It almost stopped showing any more cartoons and when nighttime hits, but I'll tell y'all that in another video. But however, Cartoon Network was the mecca of all cartoon shows. One of my number 1 favorite shows, Ed, and Eddie. Ed, and Eddie is my favorite. Courage the Cowardly Dog is my favorite. Codename Kids Next Door. Oh my God, I can talk about this all day. Ed, and Eddie, the characters, just the show, period, would just had me zoomed in, just focus on Ed, and Eddie. Ed, and Eddie was my top tier, my favorite show. I can name the characters for it. Eddie, Ed, or like darn Edward, whatever. And then you have Kevin, Naz, Rolf, Johnny, Jimmy, Sarah, and you had the Kanker sisters. Oh yeah, and then there's Plankton. If y'all didn't grow up watching, Ed, and Eddie, anything, you never know who Plankton is. There was some great episodes on there. I can't name one episode that was terrible. I really can't. They were all good. They were all hilarious, funny as hell. But it was so amazing, man. I just loved every bit of Ed, and Eddie. There's one episode if I could name an episode that's my favorite, my top 3 favorites, it would have to be number 1. No, I'll start off with number 3. Number 3 would have to be when Eddie tried to got there and record himself to and send a video to his brother and everything, showing how good he's doing, but really he's not. He's like, sucking. Period. He's just terrible. Another one is when everyone. The second one would have to be when everyone thinks Edward, the probably the smartest character on there, the smartest one on there. When everyone think he's beating up everyone, but he's doing this by accident. He didn't mean to do this. Just assault everybody. That was a good episode. That was a good violent one too. But my number 1 favorite. If y'all know this episode, then you know. If you don't, then you're too young to know this. This one episode is when Ed had a pebble in his shoe. Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, when Ed had a pebble on his shoe, he turned into Thanos so freaking quick. He wasted 0 time in trying to straighten up the whole neighborhood after Eddie was trying to scam what he normally does. Eddie's a big time scammer in that whole show series. He tries his best to scam everybody, get money, and they all fall for it. I mean, like they're all kids, all middle school kids. They fall for the scam because they don't know better. But Eddie would try his best. Ed would be the smart one. Because Edward would be the smart. Ed is the tall one with 2 D's in his name. EDD, Ed or whatever. But when Ed had a pebble in his shoe, it's like my man's put on the black Air Forces and went crazy. Like me as a kid, like, yo, what's Ed's problem? Like, what was his issue? And you were just thinking anything like, is he okay? Did someone make him mad? I mean, any other episode you can't make Ed mad. I mean, he's a goofball. He's a knucklehead. He's hard-headed. He's freaking dumb as bricks. Basically, he was dumb as bricks. But man, Ed with a pebble in his shoe could beat the hell out of Thanos. If you ask me. If Thanos had fought another character and it was Ed with a pebble in his shoe, Thanos would have got killed with ease. Thanos would have got dropped, massacred. Because that's what Ed was doing in the show. He was doing the most unexpected things you never see that character do until that episode. I mean, he had a terrible attitude. He would freaking talk back and everything in an angry attitude. And he turned Eddie. Oh, poor Kevin. God, dog. He did Kevin dirty. Him and Eddie were throwing a baseball at his head, but I mean, Ed is hard-headed. The ball just bounces off his head. He grabbed Eddie, turned that man into a baseball bat, and whacked Kevin from the playground to who knows where he landed at. He had my boy flying. But Ed and Eddie, oh my God, you can't go wrong with that show, man. It was lit. I'm gonna say those characters were middle school, but what threw me off about the entire series of Ed and Eddie was, why were the Ed boys scared of the Kanker sisters? I mean, the Kanker sisters, you can't name. Well, there was one episode where the Ed boys were fighting fire with fire against them. Like, they decided enough is enough with these Kanker sisters. These Kanker sisters would literally just harass the Ed boys by going after them, putting on lipstick and everything, just smooshing them up, doing God knows what with them when the camera goes off of them. Shoot, in our minds we have a dirty mindset. We don't know what they're doing or anything like that. We just know that the King sisters were after the Edge. Period. And the Edge didn't want no part of them. And but if it was reversed, then it would be harassment on the female characters and stuff like that. And then so on and so forth. But instead, it wasn't like that. And another few characters, Kevin was a bully to the Edge. He will always target the Edge for something, but he didn't target anybody else. Now, especially Rolf. If he would have targeted Rolf would have probably massacred that boy. But Rolf always has Kevin working for him, something like that. I guess Kevin want extra money. And if y'all don't know who Rolf is, look up the Rolf meme. I know y'all probably seen the Rolf meme when he's looking out the dang door. But a lot of y'all who probably saw that meme never seen Ed, Ed, and Eddie or watched an episode, probably. But if you watch an episode, then you know. Nas had every boy in the show, in the series, simping over her, like of the biggest. I mean, like she would catch them boys simping over her, literally, like big time. But I think her and Kevin had a little private dating on off camera, because she's always around him every damn second of the show. She's always around him, like, wow. If y'all not dating, why? I don't even question that. I don't even bother asking the question. But Rolf was a hard-working farm boy from the country, especially by his accent. I mean, he has a lot of freaking beef and stuff in his house. Eats it too. I'm like, how's he not big as a house? But Jimmy was a little crybaby boy. In my opinion, I think Jimmy's gay. Excuse me. I think Jimmy was gay. So he's always hanging around with Sarah, playing with dolls and crap. Not that there was anything wrong with that, but there was some times and everything. Jimmy got mad that day. He would bounce back and do something to you. Johnny was stupid but smart for some reason. He was the one that carried Plankton, and Plankton would always talk to him for some reason. But we don't know what Plankton's saying, so because Johnny is responding to it. Sarah, who was the little sister of Ed, in my opinion, an annoying character. Her voice just annoying. But Ed and Eddie, when it ended with the Big Picture Show movie, I knew it was over, but it was a good movie too, the Big Picture Show. I ain't gonna spoil that movie for y'all. If y'all wanna watch it, go ahead. Another show that was top tier, Courage the Cowardly Dog. If you don't see him on my shirt. Courage was a top tier too. Yeah. Courage always saving his elderly owners from something. Like literally every single episode, he's saving they butts off of something. If there was a character on there that annoyed me, it's that dang red cat whose name is Cats, but with a K and a Z at the end of the name. He will always say, "Welcome to the Cats Motel," or "Welcome to Cats this, Cats that," with that deep voice. "I'm Cats." And then shoot, that tail wagging. Like, how's this fool getting a job at somewhere? God damn. And he's always targeting the dang dog in his family. And he always says, "No dogs allowed." He was annoying, and that dude who always says, "I'm on the watch where you're going, you're full." God, I hated him the most. But one episode as a kid that scared me, two of them actually. Two episodes that scared me as a kid. Number one was the Return of the Slime. That, oh my God. Like, for some reason, that just scared me, and probably a few of y'all who've seen the episode as a kid, you would just be like, what the hell? Like, hey, yo, you'd be terrified as a kid when you saw that fool. I mean, he was on something. He wanted that slum bad, but freaking Eustace wasn't giving it up. He wasn't giving him that darn plat up there or whatever, that plaque. That episode was terrifying, and also the wearable, that mole, for some reason have eyes. Moles don't have eyes, they can't see, but depending on what type of mole it was. But yeah, that was terrible. That was terrifying too. When he snatched that rabbit up, I'm like, oh. Yeah, shoot, like that whole series of Courage the Cowardly Dog was crazy. Rest in peace to the woman who played Muriel throughout every season episode of Courage. She was the GOAT of the show, man. Yeah, but rest in the highest above. I mean, like, you were the great. I mean, like, she made my childhood awesome, so I thank that woman. Rest in peace to her. Another one has to be Codename Kids Next Door. My God, if you watch that show, every kid's biggest dream was to be Codename Kids Next Door. This is why I say Cartoon Network will beat Nickelodeon. By the help of Codename Kids Next Door, with all the gadgets they have, all the flying vehicles, and like, you know, bicycles with turbos on them. Like, all this weaponry, all these gear, I'm like, they had the power to take down the government. They had the skills, and literally, they had the skills, like military skills, to take out the U.S. government if they wanted to, but they didn't. If you look back on it, they had it. Oh my God. God, that was a good. I mean, like, that was an episode. I don't think there was a funny moment that I saw that was funny, but I loved it though. I like the gadget. I will always want to know which gadget is this, which gadget is that. They all had code names. They had number 1, who was the leader, who was the main character. Now, these 5 were the main characters. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there were other tree houses. There were other tree houses just like the one you always see on every episode. Literally. But they have other numbers themselves, and they're like a military basically. Tree houses everywhere, but you don't see that until you see the movie Codename Kids Next Door Zero. But I know it's called Zero, but man, I ain't gonna tell you spoiler on that, man. It was something else. The gadgets they have, oh my God! And their 2 biggest enemies, their main enemies, will always be. One of them was the kids, the weird kids from down the street, who's always in a piled up group, but all move together at the same time. Like, not one of them move individually, which is weird. You had them kids, you had the adults, literally, and then who was another one? Oh yeah, then the one named Father. This man was made out of freaking fire. Just like, what in the hell? Codename Kids Next Door, top tier. Another one. I know we got Teen Titans Go, but Teen Titans Go ain't got nothing on the original Teen Titans. The OG Teen Titans. Why? I mean, Robin, obviously Batman's sidekick. Robin, Beast Boy, Cyborg, Starfire, Raven. Now, if y'all know who Raven is, ladies, y'all probably dressed up as Raven for Halloween. Everyone, including myself for some reason, always had a crush on Raven. That was a few boys' little girl crush on that show. But Teen Titans, there was one villain on Teen Titans. I'm gonna do a reaction video on it too. This man reeked Black Air Force energy. God dog, his name was Slade. Man played mind games. Man ran the hands, the fade with any of them, and would end up winning. It's like, how do they beat this dude? How do we win? Like, for real, how do we win against this fool? He was something else. Man. Slade was on another level. Dude started off as a mystery, then finally shows up, manipulates Robin, and then meets Sarah, manipulates Sarah, so on, so forth, and then ends up dying, gets resurrected. There was no end to this man. Zero. Slade is really also Deathstroke, but whatever you want to call him. This dude was a Black Force menace of Cartoon Network, literally. I can't name any other Cartoon Network villain who was on this man's level at all, except for Slade himself. That dude was off the chain. Powerpuff Girls was good. Johnny Bravo's was good. They were all, oh my god, legendary shows. I can name them all. Fox Home for Imaginary Friends. Freaking of course the main what started it all. Bugs Bunny and them. Tom and Jerry, you name them. They were the one that built Cartoon Network to the way it was, all the way until it died. Them were the godfather of Cartoon Network, man. But I'll forever miss Cartoon Network in all its great moments. But I could watch it on Boomerang if I wanted to, but I moved on from it. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. Cartoon Network. If Cartoon Network ran the hands or ran around with Nickelodeon would lose. I'm sorry, Nickelodeon would lose. Like I said, Codename Kids Next Door, Samurai Jack, Ed, Ned, Nettie with Ed with a pebble in the shoe. Courage the Calorie Doll is, and also his villains added on there too. If you want to add villains on there as well, I mean, Nickelodeon's outbeat. Then Teen Titans, the heroes and Slade himself. Not any other villain, just Slade. And Codename Kids Next Door, of course, with the high gadget gear, will totally wipe out Nickelodeon in a fight. And don't even get me started on the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. They have, those two kids are friends with a Grim Reaper. I can't imagine being friends with a Grim Reaper. And their parents know this. And is not afraid of this. Or say anything about it. To no authorities, which is weird. Why are our kids hanging around with Death, basically? But they're getting on Death's nerves. Like, he can't catch a break around them. I mean, so many great Cartoon Network shows. Oh my god. Dexter's Laboratory, he has gadgets too. He has a whole lab, but a dumb system. But it's my own money on the head. But anyhow, well, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Stay tuned for Sunday. This Sunday, I'm doing a gameplay with Chivalry. I'll be playing Chivalry 2. Now that game gonna be interesting, bloody, but fun. And next Friday, probably gonna do another either Today's Kids Will Never Know or probably reaction video. I'm probably gonna add Saturdays video. I'm probably gonna do Saturdays. For my YouTube. If not, then I'll just stick to Friday and Sunday for now. Now, if I get some more subscribers, it will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But if I keep getting more, just like I said in the very first introduction video, it will be Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday again. It will be that. Monday and Wednesday will be off because I'm doing, Muay Thai practice. Speaking of Muay Thai, I'll probably talk about more of that next week. And when's that going to start? But remember, like, comment, subscribe to this channel. And I'm so glad I get to share this with all of you. This Cartoon Network was such a great era and a great time for me growing up as a kid. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope you all love it. But please remember, like, comment, subscribe, and also please follow my Instagram if you want to know what's coming up. Because I will start posting stuff on my little space for Instagram. So please, like, comment, subscribe. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Y'all have a good Friday and a good Saturday. And I'll see y'all Sunday. Spades out.